All right, we're live.
Hello there, people of the jury.
Hey there. Welcome. Today we're doing WrestleMania predictions night 2. Last time we did the WrestleMania predictions night 1. And this time I actually can't believe we actually got all of them right for some reason, which is very crazy.
Yeah, we actually, um, we actually got them right last night, and night one was actually surprisingly so good.
Yeah, it was so good. I like the stage. I like the storyline to this. I like the pyro and everything
I,
that.
I
And now,
really love
and the most
it.
important thing about WrestleMania, and they brought back the WWE crowd.
Dude. It's like I don't know, like everyone was crying tears of joy, and it was just amazing. I don't know if you guys like. I know you guys probably didn't see the opening of the show, but like Rhea Ripley, like in the audience, was like crying. It was just
Yeah, it was
It
so
was just,
emotional.
it was so good to have. It's so good to have the audience back. It really is. And plus, not one moment did I ever feel weird about the audience being back, even though it's been a year. But it just felt
Yeah,
normal. It really did feel normal again.
it did feel normal though. But listen,
And
the good thing.
I wanted to cry too when I saw the fans in the arena. It
Me,
was crazy.
I went to cry too when I saw the crowd being back to see the experience of WrestleMania.
And plus, the real life crowd reactions. It's just made it 10 times better.
It made it way more better than
And
the virtual
great.
crowd.
It's great to see them back, and I really hope it's basically a taste of what's going to happen when life, gets normal and the virus is gone.
Yes.
You get the idea.
All right.
So,
So let's get to the predictions for night 2.
but in case you don't know, if you guys haven't seen my latest video, I did my reaction to Bianca Belair winning the SmackDown Women's Championship last night on night one. That match was so good. It really was.
Yeah, it was really good.
My favorite part was when she grabbed her ponytail and used it as a whip against Sasha Banks. You could actually see
And
the
and it actually and Sasha Banks actually had a scar from his belly. Like it
um,
that must have hurt.
oh, it really did. Trust me, it must have hurt so bad. But
Like, oh my god.
if you haven't seen my actual latest video of my reaction to Bianca Belair winning, please check it out because that video actually got a lot of views right as
It,
WrestleMania
it
37.
actually got a lot of views. Go if you even might want to go check out the Trouble Chiefs video. I might do it in the description, link in the description. Um,
Yeah,
but
but
yeah,
so we're gonna take our time because again, WrestleMania doesn't actually start until 7 o'clock, and it's 3 o'clock over
but
here. So
but yeah, but
we have
the kickoff starts like at I think 6 o'clock. So we still have time. We still have time. So
yeah. But if you guys don't know, we got all of our predictions right. Night one was awesome. The fans were, the
fans,
fans being back were just amazing.
Bad
So
Bunny was the
Bad
Bad Bunny.
Bunny is actually so good.
He
I'm shocked.
he wanted to be a wrestler. And now he got his chance at
Like,
WrestleMania.
yeah, did you not see that Canadian destroyer to John Morrison outside that ring?
Like,
Tell me
oh
that,
my, that was actually pretty crazy. Like, oh my god.
dude. Man, Braun Strowman, like, throwing Shane McMahon off the ring, and the dude is 51 years old, still taking these type of bumps.
Yeah.
Like Bobby Lashley retaining the WWE title. Oh my god! And Cesaro getting his first singles win. AJ Styles and almost winning the Raw Tag Team. Wow, that was it. Was a crazy first
It was
night.
a crazy first night. Let's
Now,
see.
now, like we said, we got all of our predictions right, but I'm not sure about these predictions that we're gonna get right.
We'll see. We'll see.
So, I actually got some news for you right now.
Yes.
Guess what's opening up night two, and we're actually gonna talk about this being our first match.
Uh-huh.
Randy Orton versus The Fiend will be starting off night two
Oh
tonight.
boy. That'll be very interesting.
So you know what that means? We got to talk about The Fiend versus Randy Orton first.
So, You go first.
Jinx. No. I'm gonna let you go first.
All right, so we didn't even know the Fiend was gonna return to the WWE. Like it came
Well,
out of nowhere.
I knew he was gonna come back. I just didn't know like how though, because it was like, you know.
It just we even know he was gonna return to Fastlane when he was facing when Randy Orton was facing Alexa Bliss. Like, oh my god.
And yeah, so now we know the story of the Fiend and Randy Orton. Randy Orton obviously being a part of the Wyatt family in the past.
Yeah.
That goes back to 2016 when Randy Orton had joined the Wyatt family with Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt. And then 2017 came around. Randy Orton won the 2017 Royal Rumble match to get a WWE Championship title shot. And then 2 weeks later, the Elimination Chamber 2017 happened, which featured a variety of superstars in the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE title, being John Cena, Bray Wyatt, AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, The Miz, and Dean Ambrose, respectively. And I remember it very well that Bray Wyatt won the WWE Championship in the Chamber that night. He did a Sister Abigail to AJ Styles to win the WWE Championship. And this led to the Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt feud that was leading into WrestleMania 33. We all know the story of how Randy Orton burned down the Wyatt family compound, which made Bray release his inner Fiend, obviously. And then WrestleMania 33 came along. Randy Orton won the WWE title from Bray Wyatt, which he never should have. I think that match should have been a triple threat match with Luke Harper involved. And then a month later at Payback that year, they did a House of Horrors match, which Bray Wyatt became the winner. House of Horrors match was like a cinematic match, but like, you know. But here we are 3 to 4 years later where Bray Wyatt has become the Fiend Bray Wyatt. And we know this feud started off back in October because after Randy Orton had won the WWE title from Drew McIntyre, the Fiend was teasing attacking Randy Orton, and then after Drew McIntyre won the WWE title back, the night after Survivor Series, that's when the feud between the Fiend and Randy Orton had started. Obviously, we know that the Fiend is looking for revenge against Randy Orton for burning the Wyatt family compound and the spirit of Sister Abigail with the Wyatt family compound, but also for turning on the Wyatt family during that time. And they had their Firefly Inferno match at TLC back in December. Randy Orton became the winner of that match as he burned the Fiend to the ground. If you guys don't know what happened, Bray Wyatt was actually pushed into the fire from Randy Orton, and he was on fire. Bray Wyatt had gotten back to the ring, but then Randy Orton had hit him with an RKO, and then he was unconscious for pretty much the entirety of the match. He looked dead. And
he looked pretty dead.
Yeah, Randy Orton was debating on whether or not he should burn the Fiend or not do it, but he was pouring gasoline all over the Fiend's literally unconscious body because the Fiend didn't even move. Now, we all know that was a dummy because obviously, but when you're looking at the storyline perspective, the Fiend was literally unconscious, and then Randy Orton had burned. He threw the match on the Fiend's body, laying down on the floor, and the Fiend caught up in flames as Randy Orton won the match that night.
Yep.
And then we didn't see the Fiend for quite a while after that. We thought the Fiend was dead. We thought Randy Orton killed the Fiend. But for months, Alexa Bliss, which was playing a weekly haunting basis on Randy Orton, haunting him in his matches, costing him his matches, you know, creepy segments with his clone, blood dripping out of Alexa Bliss's mouth. She was teasing that the Fiend would possibly come back. That would lead to Fastlane, to where Alexa Bliss and Randy Orton would have this intergender match, which wasn't even a match. It was like a segment. And then, you know, it was Alexa Bliss playing jokes on Randy Orton until a hand had came out from under the ring, and it turned out to be the Fiend himself. And the Fiend came back burnt, more scarier looking, more demonic, more of a new look. Looked like he's coming out from an asylum. His burnt hands, his burnt mask. Oh my goodness! And then
And then just led up to WrestleMania 37,
here we are, the Fiend versus Randy Orton.
the opening match on
Yes,
night
this is
two.
kicking off WrestleMania Night 2 later today.
Yep, tonight,
Now, a lot of people thought this was going to be a Firefly Funhouse match, but there
which
was no
isn't.
way there's no way they were going to pull that off because
It's gonna be a live
we're
crowd.
and they're actually inside a stadium again. So it's like I don't know how they would be able to pull
And
that
there
off.
and there are some rumors that are saying this is gonna be a squash match, which personally me, I think it isn't. Like I don't know
Now,
how.
I'm worried. I don't think this match is going to be good because we all know about their WrestleMania 33 match. That wasn't really as good as I remember.
Yeah,
But this could be a squash match where the Fiend literally destroys Randy Orton in like a matter of minutes or seconds. I mean, I'm sure Bray Wyatt is going to win this. Yeah, I'm really sure he's going to, but if this is a squash match, then that would mean that this feud is not going to end for quite a while.
yeah.
I
So I'm
heard. Oh wait, go ahead.
so I'm guessing the Fiend will win this match for at WrestleMania 37 for
I
night two.
mean, he has to. I mean, Randy Orton. This basically has been set around burning flames. This story between Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt from 2016 to now in 2021 with the Fiend. It's basically been revolving around fire. Randy Orton burned the Wyatt family compound back in 2017 on SmackDown, and then 3 years later at TLC in 2020, Randy Orton burned the Fiend to a crisp on the freaking mat in the ring, killing him in a way, beating him in that match. Yes, Randy Orton won that match by completely lighting up the Fiend in flames. And here we are now at WrestleMania 37, to where I don't know if this feud is going to end for quite a while. Because, like I said, if this is a squash match, then Bray Wyatt needs to win this. And obviously, this means this feud's not over.
Yep.
Because you can't just have this be a squash match. Like,
It won't make it. It won't make any sense.
Now, I love Randy Orton and I love Bray Wyatt. They can definitely do better than this. But I feel like this is a squash match for two reasons. One, because this storyline will not be over after WrestleMania. And two is because going back to their WrestleMania 33 match 4 years ago, it wasn't as good. So,
Yeah.
if anything, then yeah. So, I've technically been predicting the Fiend to win. I mean, the Fiend is all about getting Bray Wyatt's wins back from his past failures. We know he's beating Finn Balor, he's beating Seth Rollins, he's beating Daniel Bryan, John Cena, Braun Strowman. He failed to beat Roman Reigns, and here we are with Randy Orton, another part of Bray Wyatt's past. We'll go into Roman Reigns later, but I don't know how I feel about this being a squash match. I want this match to go a little longer. But if this is indeed a squash match, then I don't know. But
We'll find out. Okay.
yeah, but overall, my prediction is for the Fiend to win
Yep.
this match.
Me too. The Fiend will win this match. If only if it's a squash match.
If it's not a squash match, then maybe we could have a similar ending. Maybe Alexa Bliss causes a distraction and then the Fiend wins. I don't know how this is gonna work.
We'll find out tonight. So yeah.
Yeah. So the Fiend, my prediction to win this match, and
Yep.
yeah, you get the idea. So the next match that we're going to talk about is the Intercontinental Championship match between Big E and Apollo Crews.
Okay. Now,
I'm
so
gonna let you talk about this first.
okay, so I heard this match is gonna be a Nigerian drum match, I think.
Something like.
So I think that means like I don't know how this is gonna work. Like, what does this mean?
It's probably something off of Apollo Crews' thing or something.
Yeah, maybe Apollo Crews' theme. Like,
So Apollo Crews, yeah, Apollo Crews, if you guys don't know, is a heel,
He's a
and
heel. Yeah.
he had this match. They had this match at Fastlane, and it wasn't even as good. So, I mean, the ending was pretty lame at Fastlane. So, I don't know who I would choose to win this. I mean, I think they're trying to build up Big E as like a future like Universal Champion. That depends, like if he gets built up in the near future to fight, Roman Reigns. If Roman Reigns retains tonight, um, like maybe like they talked about the. I mean, I don't know. Big E winning the Intercontinental title is like a mid card. They're trying to build him up as like a mid card champion, and he's been the Intercontinental champion since like Christmas. However, with the direction of Apollo Crews being a heel and how he's like really good, like with this leadership, like with his country, I'm going to go with Apollo Crews to win the Intercontinental Championship tonight from
Okay.
Big E,
All right.
as I personally believe that
Well,
should have happened.
yeah. I'm personally.
I personally believe that should have happened at Fastlane, but
Well, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess Apollo Crews is gonna win. Like, and take the Intercontinental Championship
I mean
because
the guy is Intercontinental Championship material. I mean he was the United States champion last year.
he was. Yeah.
So, and if his character has taken this serious direction, then give him the Intercontinental Championship. So, yeah. Not much I can say about that, but I really hope this ending to the match is not like Fastlane, so.
Let's hope it ends so good. Let's just hope the match goes so well, and we'll find out at WrestleMania tonight.
Next match is Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn
Featuring
with a special guest. You want to know who that special guest is?
it's Logan Paul.
The Logan Paul.
The Logan Paul himself, who recorded the goddamn. Should I even say it? Oh my god.
No.
I'm not gonna say it.
The guy who slams plates. Yes.
Who slams plays for no reason.
And I saw Logan Paul's Instagram story. It looks like he's ready for WrestleMania. So.
Oh yeah.
So we all know the story of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. These guys are real life best friends. They've had a history with each other in WWE. It all started back in NXT 7 years ago when Kevin Owens had betrayed Sami Zayn when he won the NXT Championship. And it goes from there. It goes from there to winning the NXT title from Sami Zayn to WrestleMania 32 to 2016 to 2017 to where, if you guys remember Hell in a Cell 2017, it was Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens. And as Shane McMahon was about to make that WrestleMania 32 leap of faith on Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn helped Kevin Owens. And it goes from there. But here we are now in 2021 to where Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are having a WrestleMania match, which this is going to be a good match. I mean, I love Kevin Owens. I love Sami Zayn. The history between these guys is unbelievable. But with Logan Paul being in WWE, I mean, as cool as it is, I don't understand like why he would be in this.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know.
So I'm gonna.
I really don't know. I mean, Jake Paul and Logan Paul were on SmackDown the other day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is Jake Paul gonna be here with Logan Paul? Probably not. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
We have no idea. So I'm gonna
He
guess.
He was literally on SmackDown the other day. So like.
Oh yeah. Well. Okay. So my prediction for Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, I'm gonna guess the winner is gonna be Kevin Owens because he was, I don't know how to say this, but I don't know.
yeah, but I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens just because I believe it makes more sense, and because Logan Paul could probably cause the distraction for Sami Zayn to lose.
Probably.
I think Logan Paul is just gonna be, maybe he's a special guest commentator, or maybe he's just watching, like from the ringside,
or maybe or from the crowd.
But so
All
I don't
right.
know. So
We don't know either.
yeah, but if you guys saw SmackDown the other day, Sami Zayn was showing off his little documentary,
Yeah.
and Logan Paul was like, "It's all right,"
Yeah.
and then Kevin Owens just comes out.
All right. Next match we got.
So yeah, Kevin Owens, my prediction to win
Yeah.
this match.
Yeah.
I
Kevin
don't know
Owens.
I really don't know what Logan Paul's gonna do, but Logan Paul has had a
He's-
little. He's had a little involvement in this story.
Yeah. All right. So next match we got. You go.
The next match we got is the SmackDown Women's Tag Team match, which is Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus the winners of the Tag Team Turmoil, which I had actually predicted right from last night in night one, Natalya and Tamina.
Natalia.
I really
Tamina,
don't.
yep.
I really don't care about this match. So if anything, I'm gonna have to say that Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler retain. So
They're
yeah.
gonna still retain it. Well, they're gonna. We have no explanation of that. So
I mean,
we're gonna guess Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. So yeah.
I really don't care about this match. Now, another match I'm actually interested in, even though I thought it doesn't make sense, is the Raw Women's Championship match between Asuka and Rhea Ripley.
Damn. What? I mean, holy crap. I mean, Asuka is okay. Listen, Asuka. How you say it? I don't want.
Take your time. I'm not gonna rush you.
Okay, listen. Asuka versus Rhea Ripley sounds like. Listen, it sounds like a SummerSlam match, or maybe a. It kind of listen. It kind of sounds like a Asuka versus. It kind of sounds like a SummerSlam match. I'm sorry, but it kind of sounds like it. You know.
Yeah. Really, if you guys don't know the story behind why this match is happening, that's because it was actually originally going to be Asuka and Charlotte Flair.
But
However, Charlotte Flair got COVID-19, and Rhea Ripley came to the main roster and challenged Asuka. So she's basically a replacement at this point. I don't know who I'm gonna choose to win this. I mean, I really doubt Rhea Ripley's gonna win. I mean, I'm really I really don't. I'm not gonna forget about what happened last year at WrestleMania 36 when Charlotte completely ruined Rhea Ripley's dominance as the NXT Women's Champ, and it just thought it was a joke. And Rhea Ripley, challenging Asuka is not. She didn't do anything for it. She just came to the main roster and challenged Asuka, and because originally it was going to be Charlotte, she's just a backup. So,
yeah, she's just a backup to Charlotte Flair.
no build up, nothing.
No.
Literally nothing.
So I'm gonna guess. Asuka's still gonna retain the championship, the Raw Women's Championship. Yeah.
Yeah,
What about yours?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm predicting Asuka, but I have that slight feeling Rhea Ripley's gonna win because Charlotte. If Charlotte was still in this match, then Charlotte still definitely would have won this title match. So
Yeah.
but I'm still predicting Asuka to win. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, we have two more matches. The next one is the United States Championship match between Sheamus and Riddle.
Matt Riddle. Yes.
Well, Riddle because they removed.
Well, yeah, Riddle. So the United States Championship. Oh boy.
We all know that Riddle beat Bobby Lashley at Elimination Chamber to win this.
Hmm.
As Bobby Lashley went on to win the WWE Championship. I don't know who's gonna win this. I actually don't. I really don't know.
We really know either. So this must be an interesting match for Matt Riddle. So I'm gonna guess Riddle must I'm gonna guess Riddle I'm gonna guess Riddle is gonna still gonna retain the United States Championship. So
Oh yeah, of course. I don't see Sheamus winning at all. I mean, if anything, I'm predicting that Sheamus is bringing back his Mohawk look for this match.
let's hope he's brought his Mohawk back.
If I got that prediction right, then so
Uh, uh,
that that is not
uh
that is not me doing that. You're ruining the stream. You yourself.
I'm streaming. What?
Oh,
Chris,
you
what are you
are?
doing?
Oh,
Oh
hi.
What are you doing
Oh
here?
my god.
Well, long story. I'm bored.
Bruh. We're trying to stream here, bruh.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Stream. Yeah,
Just mute yourself. Okay.
got that, Mr. Nate.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So continue on, Alex.
Sorry about that. But all in honesty, I don't know who's gonna win. But I guess I'll choose Riddle to retain. I don't think he should lose this championship so soon.
Save it for later. So
I love Sheamus, but he's not championship material at this point.
still not. So all right.
Now, the final match, the main match, the
what?
legit main match,
We've all been waiting
the
for.
main event, the main event,
Which somehow it turned into a triple threat match.
the main event of night 2, but most importantly, it's actually the true main event of WrestleMania 37.
The most important match of WrestleMania 37.
Now, this is the match we're going to take a while to talk about.
Yes.
That match is the triple threat Universal Championship match between Daniel Bryan, Edge, and Roman Reigns.
Oh boy, we gotta talk about this match.
This is the one we're waiting for. This is the match that we are really waiting for.
Since freaking Royal Rumble.
Yeah, Royal Rumble.
So Alex, you go ahead.
How about you go ahead, actually?
What? Okay. So, I don't know who's gonna win this. This is a very interesting match for all of us. Hell, even a whole entire WWE universe. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to say about this.
We've been hyped for this for like months at this point.
Months, days, oh my god.
Months, days, year. I'm kidding, but you get the idea though. Oh god, so we all know the story that has transpired with this. Edge wins the 2021 Royal Rumble. He attacks Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber with a spear after Roman Reigns completely dominated Daniel Bryan after he had won, the Elimination Chamber match to earn a title shot with Roman Reigns. And then, Edge speared Roman after the match was over, and then he pointed at the WrestleMania sign, proving that Edge had chose Roman Reigns to face Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania 37. And then after that, Daniel Bryan had wanted a rematch for weeks at Fastlane with Roman Reigns. He got that. There have been several promos with Edge and Daniel Bryan saying that Daniel Bryan is trying to take Edge's spotlight away. And, Fastlane came around. That match was like a WrestleMania-worthy match between Roman and Daniel. And, Daniel Bryan made Roman Reigns tap out. He did.
And
Roman
the referee
Reigns
didn't see it.
Yep, the referee didn't see it. Roman Reigns tapped out clear as day to Daniel Bryan, and then Edge came in with a chair and seemingly turned into the rated R superstar, the Edge as a heel.
The rated R superstar we all know.
The rated R superstar we've known since we were little. The rated R superstar that we've grown to love since we were little. The real Edge. And then that SmackDown, Daniel Bryan occupied, Edge costed Daniel Bryan a shot to win the Universal Championship from Roman. And then Adam Pearce, Edge, and Roman Reigns were complaining about how this is going to turn out. Daniel Bryan wanted a rematch. Edge said that was bullcrap and that Daniel Bryan should not be in that match. It should just be him and Roman, because it was actually just going to be originally Roman Reigns and Edge in the main event of WrestleMania. But Daniel Bryan,
got involved.
Edge costed Daniel Bryan a chance to win that Universal title at Fastlane. And, so that happened. And here we are now where, at that time when Adam Pearce had announced, like Roman Reigns was like, you know what, these guys only get me for one night. Edge is going to fight for what he has earned. That's why he turned heel. Daniel Bryan. This is Daniel Bryan's second WrestleMania main event.
Mm-hmm.
And this could be Daniel Bryan's last WrestleMania. It's crazy to think that and stuff. And the craziest thing about this triple threat match, these three were once told in their lives that they would never wrestle again.
The three trio that has been into injuries, a lot of career threatens.
It's been 10 years ago today, guys. April 11th, 2011. Edge was forced to retire due to neck injury.
But now we hear about
he had to relinquish the World Heavyweight Championship. February 5th, 2016, Daniel Bryan was forced to retire due to multiple injuries he had and multiple concussions he had. And, and then 2 years later, on October 22nd, 2018, Roman Reigns was forced to relinquish the Universal Championship due to his returning leukemia.
Yeah.
And
here we are now.
So, and it's crazy. It's been, 10 years ago today, Edge retired. February 5th, 2016, Daniel Bryan retired. And October 22nd, 2018, Roman Reigns took a break. I wouldn't say he retired. I'd say he took a break because, it's uncertain of whether or not he would have survived from leukemia. But here we are now. In 2018, Daniel Bryan was medically cleared from all his doctors, saying he was cleared to wrestle again, which led to his WrestleMania 34 return. February 25th, 2019, Roman Reigns returned after 4 months of being away to deal with leukemia and to announce that he was in remission. And then January 26th, 2020, at the Royal Rumble 2020, at entrant number 21, Edge returned after 9 years of being away. And here we are now, a year later, where these three are in the main event of WrestleMania. I believe this is Edge's second or third main event WrestleMania. Roman Reigns' fifth WrestleMania that he's main eventing, and Daniel Bryan's second WrestleMania he's main eventing for the Universal Championship.
The years we become.
It's crazy. I mean, these guys have had such a great story. I mean, we all know that Roman Reigns being booed for years is because of Daniel Bryan. You have that story of Edge. We're trying to regain the title that he never lost. And, the fact that he's in the main event today at WrestleMania, 10 years to the date that he had to be forced to retire. I mean, I could actually see Edge winning the Universal Championship tonight.
Yeah, I would like to see Edge winning the Universal Championship. But here's the theory.
Go ahead with your thing.
Here's a theory. There is a theory that if Edge wins, he's gonna make a return of the World Heavyweight Championship a title.
I don't know if that's true.
But it's a theory, but or a rumor, but we'll find out.
I mean, to be honest with you, any of these guys can win this match. Really, any of these guys,
any of these people.
Daniel Bryan could win the Universal Championship to get the WrestleMania Part 2 moment, just like WrestleMania 30 when he won the World Heavyweight Championship and made Batista tap out at WrestleMania 30.
Yeah.
You have Roman Reigns as the head of the table, the tribal chief, the Universal Champion, the heelish Roman Reigns. which is like the greatest character I've seen in wrestling. Like, I don't think his dominance should end, you know? Like, Roman Reigns hasn't really started with the Universal Championship. That reign's only just begun. And then Edge, who, for me personally, should have faced Drew McIntyre if he was still WWE Champion. But Edge, you know, is looking back to regain that title he never lost. 10 years ago today, he had to retire and relinquish that title due to injury. And it's crazy that 10 years ago today, Edge had to retire. And I remember watching it on TV 10 years ago today, and I was crying when I found out that Edge had to retire. I mean, everyone was crying. It was an emotional night. And if Edge does win the Universal Championship tonight, then here's the thing. If Edge is going to win the Universal Championship, then have him pin Daniel Bryan and not Roman Reigns, so you make Roman look strong.
Yes.
That's the only possible outcome that I can see.
So
I mean, what else do you have to say?
I'm gonna say Edge is gonna win the Universal Championship if he like gets like a world heavyweight champ.
I don't know if he. I don't know. I really don't know. But like, what I'm trying to say is like, okay, so you have freaking. You have Roman Reigns, who is dominating on this heel character that he's had since he came back last year. A lot of people... Now, my overall prediction is to have Roman Reigns win this match and retain the Universal Championship, because I want to see a feud with him and Cesaro for the Universal title. Cesaro beat Seth Rollins last night. And if they're pushing Cesaro, why not put this guy with the feud with Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship? If Roman Reigns does retain. You know, it's... I mean, Daniel Bryan... I mean, really, any of these guys has a chance to win. Daniel Bryan has that chance. Roman Reigns has that chance. Edge has that chance. If anything, I'd say Edge is probably the more likely one, but if anything, I'm predicting Roman Reigns to retain this Universal title, because the Universal Championship should not be taken off Roman Reigns. There really shouldn't be a title taken off of Roman Reigns. That title should not be taken off of him, unless there's someone like Cesaro or Big E that, you know, gets built up to be the next dominant superstar on SmackDown and is the guy to dethrone Roman Reigns. Is Edge possibly going to win? I've been reading a lot of bets lately that a lot of people are choosing Edge to win. So, and I mean, I think WWE probably could give Edge this win, because it's been 10 years. It's been 10 years. Like I said multiple times, 10 years ago today, Edge was forced to retire and relinquish that damn World Heavyweight title. Edge winning the Universal Championship 10 years later in the main event of WrestleMania 37, that could be more special to him. That April 11th, 10 years like apart, is a really important day in general for Edge.
So is this what we all have to say?
I mean, if you want to say something as well, I mean, you can.
Well, I have nothing else to say, but all I'm gonna say is Edge is gonna Edge is gonna take the Universal Championship. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think this match is going to be awesome, and this is the final match of the night.
Yep.
I promised to record my reaction on whoever wins, because I did that for Bianca Belair last night.
I might record my reaction too. I think, probably.
But you know, I can't wait to see this match. I'm really excited. I mean, it was originally just going to be Edge and Roman, but that sounded more like a SummerSlam main event. But Daniel Bryan being added to this made it a WrestleMania main event.
Oh yeah.
It really did. And honestly, you know, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh, it's gonna be hella crazy.
You know, you have Roman Reigns and Edge as the heels, Daniel Bryan as the face. Daniel Bryan's most likely last WrestleMania, why they gave him this main event. You know, Edge possibly winning that title back he never lost. Could Roman Reigns still continue the heel dominance with that Universal title and drop it to someone like Cesaro or Big E in the future? Who knows? Who knows? A lot can happen in this match. A lot is going to happen. And this is the main event of WrestleMania 37. Yes, this may have been split into 2 nights, but overall, if you think about it, this is the real main event of WrestleMania 37.
Yes.
Could Roman Reigns be debuting his new theme song that he's been teasing for months? Probably. I can't wait to see the pyro. I can't wait to see the fans chant yes, yes, yes again. I can't wait to see Roman Reigns' real reaction to being a heel. Maybe he could be cheered. Maybe he can be booed. Is Edge going to be booed or cheered? Who knows? It's going to be crazy.
It's gonna be really crazy.
It's going to be really nice. And the fact that the crowd's there too will make it more special. And the fact that we finally have the crowd in front of a heel Roman Reigns and heel Edge again. It's going to be great.
It's gonna be great. Yeah.
So overall, my prediction is for Roman Reigns to retain the Universal Championship.
Okay.
And your prediction is for Edge to win the Universal Championship.
Yes. So
Well,
that's all we have right now.
now, a few things I want to say. Night 1 was crazy.
It was crazy.
Shane McMahon being thrown off the steel cage. Bianca Belair winning the SmackDown Women's Championship in the main event. That was just emotional. I saw a backstage video of Montez Ford and her celebrating. It was just husband and wife moment right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of people were concerned as to how Drew McIntyre did not win the WWE Championship last night. Well, Bobby Lashley retained for a few reasons. 1, you're not going to make him a transitional champion. 2, he's worked 16 years to get to the moment of being a WWE title champion. And if Drew McIntyre won that championship for a third time, that would make him more of a joke and just waste Bobby Lashley's momentum as WWE champion. However, I'm going to leave this off on a little cliffhanger, but Bobby Lashley retaining that WWE championship, that's kind of hinting a little something.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
It's definitely hinting that.
Oh yeah.
But overall, I'm excited for Night 2. Night 2 looks better than Night 1, and I have no doubt that Night 2 will be as great as Night 1 was. And yeah, we're really excited. Oh, it's just good to have that. It's just good to have the crowd back.
Oh yeah.
It's really good. But anyways, we want to thank you guys for joining our stream.
Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and comment or subscribe to my channel, NateTheGreat15. And stay safe. We'll see you guys in the next time. Bye bye.